Hello everyone! Today we're going to discuss if you should register a company as an independent truck dispatcher. Okay, so before we start reviewing various factors related to the registration of the company, I would like to point out that there is no requirement for you to register a company in order to provide truck dispatching services. It could be helpful and beneficial to you, but it is not required. With that being said, why should you form a company? There are a couple of reasons that you should consider. Factor number one is the image you would like to project onto your clients. If you are a registered company, it looks more serious and you may appear more professional to some of your potential clients, and they might be more willing to do business with you. On the other hand, if you operate as a sole proprietor and market yourself as such, it also may be attractive to quite a few clients who would like to just work with one particular individual instead of a large company with various different dispatchers. Second factor you should consider are the tax advantages. I will not be providing you with financial advice, but you should probably know that as you form a company, you can deduct certain expenses which you would not be able to deduct again as a sole proprietor. On the other hand, you may also know that the startup cost for independent truck dispatch service is very low. So you don't really have massive expenses which would help you a lot in a form of a deduction. So, and if you're not doing really much of business at the beginning, then there is really not much to deduct. So once again, you can kind of get away without forming a company from the tax advantage standpoint. Factor number three is liability protection. As you form a company, this company becomes a separate entity and can provide you with a certain liability and asset protection. If you do not have many assets and do not do too much business yet, again, this factor may be irrelevant to you at this point, but it may become relevant to you in the future. So it should be definitely considered. Factor number four is what I call a partnership factor. If you intend to do this business with someone else, it might be wise for you to form some sort of a company. This way, again, you're going to be limiting your liabilities and you can outline exactly who will be responsible for what parts of the business and how the profits or losses will be split. But if you will be providing dispatching service on your own, then this factor is pretty much irrelevant to you. Now, guys, if you are going to review all these factors and apply them to your personal situation, I think you're going to have a pretty clear picture if you should or should not form a company. A lot of you may determine that really you can easily get by without a company formation. And in most cases, I will agree with you that until you start making money and actually receiving payments from your clients, you can easily get by without forming a company. On the other hand, I would like to point something else out. For most of us, it is very, very easy and quite inexpensive to register a company. For example, in Georgia, it only costs a couple of $100s to register an LLC, and it's being done online. It's very easy, and you have a company and can take advantage of all the benefits we have outlined in this video. Once your company is registered, you can go online and apply for your EIN number, the tax ID number for your company, which again is a very easy process and can be done within a few minutes. And now you have a separate entity with the separate tax ID number and you are ready for business. In our course, we will provide you with all the links to all the Secretary of State websites, as well as the link to the IRS website where you can apply for your tax ID. Also, it is never a bad idea to consult with your accountant or a financial advisor to see what if this makes sense for you forming a company, and maybe what type of the entity would be the most beneficial for your situation. But again, ultimately the choice is yours. As you can see, you can start without a company formation, or you can start easily with forming a company for your future business. Either way, you probably should be fine. And with all that being said, we are going to wrap up this video, and I will see you next time.